smoke is quieting down. Seems like we've got to a lot of the smoke. Dub, you got smoke?
So Joe Budden was feeling himself in episode 728. He was talking about him being an instigator, and he likes to start things up and watch them brew. They were talking about driving narratives, and Joe was alluding to Ish's narratives that he creates on the podcast. He was talking with this boss bravado and said when things got too close to home, he pulls people in the office. But Ish felt some type of way by Joe's tone, especially when Joe said, I pulled you in the office twice. Ish doesn't like Joe using this bravado, which seems gangster. Mel co-signed Joe by saying sure did, to confirm that when Joe pulls Ish into the office, things do change. Joe Budden admits to creating narratives and doesn't care or have any regard to how these narratives could affect his staff's personal lives outside the podcast. Ish didn't like the way Joe said he called him to the office, as if he is making him chill out or putting him in check or something. Ish seems to be an alpha male, so even him working with Joe at this capacity shows the friendship. But in moments like this, it is very telling on how Ish may truly feel about Joe's demeanor in conversation. It seems like Joe always wants to be the bigger man or more powerful man in these debates with Ish. He tends to say he will get Ish on his Patreon episodes when Ish is winning in an argument. Joe wants to create it, instigate it, see it progress into disruption, explosion, or implosion, and see how people respond to it and the adversity and see who will make it through. He wants to see people around him break. Now, what type of stuff is that? Look at the files.
No, I must be off, because I don't know what you talking about when you pull somebody in the office.
Are you partner?
I'm not.
Okay.
Serious?
We expect for the players to execute. Y'all, they executed.
Sure did.
You gonna have your day. You gonna have your day. You do a lot of fuckery. You do a lot of bullshit and...
I don't. I think your G card is gone.
Woo.
I think you turned that in.
No.
I think you turned that in. I think you turned that in. I'm dead ass.
You dead serious?
It was revoked?
1000%. I don't know what it is. I know your G card gone.
Oh, shit. You think he performing?
I think it's a... Because people say I do the same thing to them, but I don't want to done it. Y'all not my man. Yo, look, flip the network.
Who
Y'all not my
here is of the belief or under the impression
that you're not a G?
That my G card has expired, aged out, or maybe the chip in it is just malfunctioning.
The shit.
So we got Flip-ish.
Nah. Oh, E? You got E too?
Oh, shit.
Let's go, E!
Oh,
what is a G card?
I got it.
All right, let me give you an example. I'm gonna give you one that you could just clearly...
Okay.
I have to.
Okay.
The shit that you do, that I let you do, stamps my G card that it don't really affect my household.
That nigga said the shit I let you do.
The niggas is...
What needs to happen for your error in judgment to be fixed?
Can't answer that. You had random pop-ups. Like you can't do a lot of shit. You can't talk the way.
Wait, you think my G card is down because of random pop-ups?
Because you can't really. It was a time, nigga, where you was getting your temperature got checked a lot. It was a time.
Oh, we going.
You was Coors Light.
Yeah. That nigga.
The mountains wasn't blue?
No. That nigga. He was Bud Light.
That's funny. That's funny. The mountains is where we got to go to find his partner. I mean, if we just keep hiding partners, why am I calling you a G?
What that got to do with my G card?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That don't have nothing to do with
At
my
all.
G
I
card.
totally disagree with that. I disagree.
That's your opinion.
I know.
But your partner
I know.
has complete autonomy to do whatever the fuck they want. That's why your G card is down.
Oh, not complete autonomy to do whatever they want. That's not true.
Says who?
Me.
Yes, these don't matter in a lot of instances.
How?
We don't have to talk about it now.
How?
All right.
Yo, stop.
See, I wouldn't even have to have these talks if I put mine in the mountains where his is at.
No.
I come out. You see it. You see it when I'm moving.
What they gotta do?
I'm not doing this with y'all.
When
Patreon.
mine is
I'm on
seen,
y'all. I'm
they
on
still
y'all on
play a
Patreon.
role.
I'm on y'all on Patreon.
When mine is seen, they
Patreon.
still play a role.
You wildin'. Don't fall.
My role is my role. My foot is my foot.
We
My
get that.
hand is my hand.
I know we get that from your word of mouth.
No, from action.
We get that from the word of mouth. We got to believe you.
Say nothing.
No,
But we don't see it. It's like a goblin.
No, it's not true. You get it from how I act and how I portray myself, nigga. Ooh.
Oh.
No, I'm not. Not at all.
You wildin'. Don't fall.
My role is my role. My foot is my foot.
We
My
get
hand
that.
is my hand.
I know we get that from your word of mouth.
No, from action.
We get that from the word of mouth. We got to believe you.
Say nothing.
No,
But we don't see it. It's like a goblin.
No, it's not true. You get it from how I act and how I portray myself, nigga. Ooh.
Oh.
No, I'm not. Not at all.
It stop.
How you portray yourself where?
Not at all.
It stop.
How you portray yourself where?
Here,
Oh,
in
okay.
the public eye. Where it's most detrimental to at home,
Okay.
nigga. I carry mine.
Okay, get back to entertainment.
In the recent conversation on the Joe Budden podcast, Joe Budden took the role of an instigator, prodding his co-host Flip and Ish in ways that highlighted underlying tensions and personal dynamics. Here's a deeper look at how Joe's actions contrasted with the more honorable demeanor of Flip and Ish. Joe Budden, known for his provocative style, seemed to revel in stirring the pot. He questioned Ish about why he keeps his girlfriend in the mountains, implying that Ish might be overly protective or hiding her. Joe didn't stop there. He took it further by suggesting that Ish's girlfriend's autonomy in their relationship reflected poorly because he doesn't see her and because she is in the mountains. This line of questioning was clearly intended to get under Ish's skin, making Joe appear as if he was intentionally trying to provoke a reaction. Flip, on the other hand, responded with a sense of measured honor when he chimed in about Joe's claims of being a G. He brought up real incidents, random pop-ups, and temperature checks to substantiate his points. Flip's comments were grounded in reality, reflecting an honest critique of Joe's street credibility. Even when Murder Mook supported Flip by saying he was more of a real dude than Joe, Flip maintained his composure and didn't exploit the moment to further demean Joe. Ish also handled Joe's provocations with a level of dignity. When Joe mocked Ish for keeping his girlfriend out of sight, Ish didn't retaliate with insults. Instead, he pointed out that the relationship dynamics work for him, suggesting that he values respect and control in his personal life. Ish hinted at knowing more about Joe's shortcomings, but chose not to divulge, demonstrating restraint and a sense of honor. Moreover, Imani and Flip referenced times when Joe failed to use his G card when it was necessary. While Joe urged him to spill the details, both Flip and Imani opted out no comment, refusing to publicly shame Joe. And that was very eye-opening to me, because Murder Mook in his last interview said that Queen's Flip is sparing Joe on a lot of things. Their reluctance to embarrass Joe further illustrated their honorable approach, contrasting sharply with Joe's instigative tactics. In summary, Joe Budden's behavior in the conversation was that of an instigator, pushing buttons and stirring up conflicts. In contrast, Flip and Ish displayed a sense of honor and restraint, addressing issues with honesty and dignity, without descending into unnecessary conflict. This dynamic highlighted Joe's penchant for provocation against the backdrop of Flip and Ish's more respectable conduct. You feel me? So overall, this conversation reveals tensions among the group, with underlying issues about masculinity, street credibility, and control in relationships. Ish seems to feel that he has more authority and toughness than Joe. While Joe appears sensitive about these challenges to his image and relationship dynamics, the group's reluctance to fully disclose certain incidents suggests deeper, possibly unresolved conflicts that they're cautious about airing publicly. So, when Joe Budden told Ish that he hides his girl in the mountains, it got spicy. Ish didn't like that. He went for the low blow again. You know, he said that Joe's girlfriend has complete autonomy to do whatever she wants. That's why Joe doesn't have his G card, right? Now, he also says that Joe has no say-so in a lot of instances in his relationship. These are low blows. You know, this is personal. Joe said to Ish, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if I would have left my girl in the mountains. I think Joe really doesn't like that Ish doesn't bring his girl around. But Ish said to Joe, when mine comes out, she plays a role. Ish states that his hand is his hand. He is alluding to when Joe's girl, when she comes outside, she does whatever she wants and may not be as militant as his girl. Ish seems to have his girl in check and think Joe doesn't have his girl in check. This right here shows the true dynamic in their friendship, how Ish can lose it real fast, and you can also tell he is holding back a lot of information. That is honorable though, you know, but Ish really feels like he is more gangster than Joe, you know, but I do wish and I do hope that Flip doesn't allow Joe's negative ways in treating the cast fall over into him. Because we did hear Flip say that, yo, Flip the network, I'm not friends to none of you, you know. And that's something that Joe said. Flip, we don't want that to rub off on you. All right? And everything is going good. We like the pod. But this dynamic between Ish and Joe, the friendship, them getting in on each other like that, it can be nasty. And Ish said to Joe, since you want to call Drake, you know, timestamp Drake, we haven't seen Drake, you know, Drake pull out that fire music in a long time. I haven't seen timestamp Joe. I haven't seen Joe use his G card in a long time. I mean, just with that comeback alone, we have to start calling Ish OVO Ish. He's taking up for Drake, low key coming at Joe. This is crazy. Gotta look into this. Did he get the text? We'll be back with the files.
My guy Dub too. That's my man though.
Gang, gang.
That's my man, Big Dub.